And welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready to jump into the second map of Mongols versus Heroic. We go to Heroic's map pick of Overpass.
Yeah, and as mentioned, it's going to be an interesting battleground for these two teams to fight on over. Question really is, will Heroic really be rocked by the performance that they delivered against Big yesterday? I don't think so. We're going to have to wait and see. I'll start on the T side, of course, which is a natural disadvantage. Caden's already spotted one player out towards Party. It's a very slow start for the T side, lining up smokes towards Heaven. It looks like they're going to go into Big.
hasteka's spotted it out, goes for the fight. Jabbi takes him down, and it's everybody in short for the CTs. They're going to be able to flank on quickly. Jabbi swings on through. Techno cannot connect, but Annihilation and Bartek have managed to find the kills. Bartek finds another, in fact, Stalin suddenly left alone in a 1v3, but at least has that bomb and a P250. Might even be able to find his way out of here. They are all over this position, but Bartek with the 4K.
Yeah, 4K in his name, 4K in the game to kick off proceedings for the Mongols here on Overpass. Solid stuff from him, and I quite like the setup as well on the CT side. Deep control being taken in towards Connector. It's the middle portion of the map, so where Heroic try and activate is where they can immediately respond. The rotations can come in a matter of moments, and it was just a sheer overwhelm. You think the Glocks are going to prevail over the USPs at close ranges, but Bartek is just showing us how it's done.
Yeah, really nice setup from Mongols as well with the short and connector play. Able to very fastly get down to B if required, but can also come back to A. So it's always a nice place to start on the CT side with the heavy presence. And Heroic have opted to force here despite not getting the buy. We saw them do that on Inferno as well. Not getting the bomb plan, I should say. So let's see what they can do with it. Scout and pistols. And grouping up as a unit, looking like they just want to do a straight up hit onto A.
Yeah, I don't mind it. They walk a bit closer, maybe they hear the jump spotting of Annihilation, and well, yeah, he's been spotted, made aware of. The secret for Mongols is the player up long, though. Not Annihilation, but Techno. And it's when he reveals his position that could unfoil all of the plans of Heroic, but Annihilation doing everything, gets a couple, but now Techno steps up to the plate, but Heroic, it's misdirection on their behalf. They actually rotate, and they've got B for free.
That's such a cool rotation. Mongols completely caught off guard by this. hasteka does jump on down quite quickly and is able to get up in their grills. Bartek's found two as well. He is really warmed up here on Overpass, hitting every shot. Now they should be in a comfortable position for the retake. Just down left alone with the Desert Eagle, cannot connect. So despite the misdirection, finding their way over towards B, is going to be the round going the way of the Mongols.
Yeah, solid retake as well. The fact that the MP9 looks to take space on the bomb site, where you've got the overwatching players of the M4s just stepping in and can kind of pick apart Heroic as they try and escape and establish some crossfires. Consecutive rounds and a nice little bit of breathing room, something that the Mongols are a little bit unfamiliar with. There were some nice deagle shots coming in, but in the end, the M4s, the superior weaponry, always going to prevail.
Yeah, and I kind of felt like Heroic wanted to really keep taking the fights there, and even though they had a bit of an advantage for a moment, they had these inferior weaponry, so you can understand kind of wanting to take down a player and give yourself that advantage, but don't win out any of those duels. They're forced back into it. All right, well, let's see what they get from it. Cadian just has the P250. He's kept some extra money for later, so he can get out the AWP. It's a nice little HE early. There's a lot of damage onto 3 players. And there is not a lot for Heroic in terms of utility. So Tessus is just going for a bit of a contact walk up. Mongols playing very passive over to A.
Yeah, previously the utility exchanges were in favor of Heroic. This time it's a detriment. Techno can only find one, which isn't the best start to this gun round for the Mongols. Yet again, you've got the long presence being established. Annihilation playing a more passive role. He's going to tuck in, looking a little bit deeper into the corner so the gun barrel isn't exposed. bLitz potentially taking first contact here to try and bait him in at the side.
Now going to be wrapping on here, and Annihilation spots out the player on top of Flower. Does a lot of damage on the Cadian, actually. Surprising, considering the range of that fight. Spam goes back, but Heroic being kept at bay here. with this bit of utility. bLitz still holding on to an incendiary and a HE as well, so super powerful in the hold. So comes on out over. He deploys his util, and now Heroic do start to come on to the side. bLitz sitting behind Dice. He's going to swing on out. That flashbang is good. Sets him up for a kill. Annihilation deals with Cadian, and they are just running straight into the firing squad here. jabbi caught between two angles, and he is not finding any purchase there with the M4. It's going to be the Mongols keeping it clean.
Yeah, that's a cool idea from Heroic. You've got two prongs of the attack trying to split on towards A. Whilst the long element is taking pressure, the divider and toilets players haven't actually contacted or established any sort of presence. And the Mongols are a little bit unawares. But what's really well done is the fact that the Mongols don't disperse all their utility early. So they've got that in their back pocket, ready to throw on down. And then time becomes a very limiting factor for the T side. Have to then push in. And the Mongols do a really good job at holding the line.
Oh, nice open up. This round should be pretty easy for the Mongols against these pistols. Armor on a couple of players. The flashbang is good. Bartek is half forced to keep his head down, but now he swings up at the perfect time to collect a couple. Yeah, no issues there. Holding against the B-pop. Mongols with a 4-0 start, which is very nice early on Overpass. We know how strong the CT sides generally are on this map. Heroic now going to use their first tactical because they are going to have all of their weapons out. It'll be the first time they have really everything in play.
Yeah, Cadian having the natural advantage here on the sniper because Annihilation doesn't have one of his own, hasn't really died all that much, so he's just holding onto the M4. Would be a little bit silly just to drop that and naturally upgrade to the AWP. But this has been a very nice mental reset from the Mongols. It's good to see them still sticking to their game plan. It's impressive now to see Bartek actually stepping up and having a fantastic start on towards the defense. Timeout has now expired. What can Heroic conjure up in round number 5?
Hat in hand, ready to pull that rabbit. So default. As expected, given how things have been going for Heroic so far in this map. Take time, feel things out, but they are going to be grouping up for the B hit. The Mongols seem to think that something's going on. They're going for a bit of a rotate. They've actually moved a third player over towards A. That's when the hits come through. They're just going for the contact. Bartek caught out in the open, has to pull them back. The flash is coming on through, and jabbi overwhelms, comes into the side. sjuush gets one as well. And it's a perfect hit onto B. That rotation gonna be a bit of an issue for Mongols. They have 3 players nowhere near, 2 out towards long. This round pretty much already confirmed. bLitz might not even be allowed to hold on to this M4 because Heroic are already making moves.
Yeah, look at them go. Really wanting to restrict weaponry early on. Despite that potentially being a detriment to their money in case they fall. bLitz has found a little bit of a hidey hole, and they're just going to walk right over the top of him. That puts the long players in a little bit of jeopardy, especially because they're being split by Tessez. Let's see if they can hold on. sjuush does find bLitz. Molly goes in deep. Techno just allows to stand in, but can't win out the fight. All of the players fall for the Mongols. No rifles saved over.
Yeah, what a crazy hunt. They get the bomb plant down and they're already on the lookout. I assume that Tessez had heard a couple of players long, and that's how they kind of knew that the retake just definitely wasn't happening. Yeah, they take down everybody, don't lose a single player. That's about as perfect as it can go for Heroic. So first proper gun round for them is a masterpiece. Let's see what else they can deliver. Annihilation does get out the AWP into this round. He's going for a bit of a peek. Maybe not. Maybe just throwing a HE. It's a peek with a grenade. Lobs it over into the playground. Don't do that one at home. You will get in trouble.
It's interesting to look at the early utility that Heroic are deploying out towards Banana. Where they've executed him before, now they're just trying to set some conditioning. jabbi's dropped a smoke and now 2 Molotovs. And it has caught players over. hasteka, though, has got advanced positioning towards water. So he can deliver a lot of information to his team. He can say, look, guys, they aren't executing in. I've got the cross. They come over. Stay on A. Techno in a prime spot now to try and deliver on towards Stown. Has even got bLitz coming in as reinforcements from the other side. But jabbi deals with hasteka, and now the first domino starts to fall.
Yeah, Techno feels like he needs to start getting involved, and this timing could be perfect. Starts to come around the corner. Oh, it's just as Heroic fall back. Stown's able to catch him. bLitz is here, but not able to connect his shots. Reveals his position. So he can't do anything now. Bartek now trying to get into position, but sjuush shuts him down. Everybody falling here. These timings on the rotations couldn't be worse for the Mongols. Eventually, some luck does come their way with bLitz finding that one. Now the information is there for Heroic. They know where both these CTs are, so they run in and get that bomb down. Annihilation here with the AWP, but can't even give it a look in yet. There's smoke in the way.
It feels like one of these rounds that Mongols aren't going to attempt. And you take a look at the way that defense was dismantled. Heroic were kind of gifted a lot of opportunities there. It felt like the defense was really disjointed. It was individuals. Are they trying to nurture this? All right. I don't mind it, but it's a little bit brave.
I mind it. Was that necessary?
No, it definitely wasn't. That's the AWP just completely thrown away for free. I mean, fair for going for it. But go back to the point, the fact that the defense is really disjointed. hasteka, you don't mind his position out here because it kind of gives something to the team. But then you've got bLitz pushing, you get Techno caught out here. And just all the fights are one-on-one. And Heroic just win them all out. That's crazy that Mongols attempt that.
Sick shot from jabbi. Yeah, I think maybe they thought because they went hunting last time that maybe they were going to be hunted over towards long and there might be a chance to steal it away. Maybe it's only one player hanging out, but, well, they couldn't deal with jabbi anyway, so nothing really worked out for them. The M4, the Hero M4 invested into this round, has found an opening kill. That was towards Monster. Hit on through and dropped Cadian with the bomb, which is a little bit unfortunate for Heroic, because bLitz is still holding down this angle, and he gets an opportunity, but that opportunity slips through his fingers. There's a grenade in a playground, and they're gonna back on out.
Yeah, Heroic actually can see the control though, so the rifle can be picked up. hasteka will retrieve it. And Stown swaps the AK out for the AWP, so no sniper available on the floor. Mongols have got quite a heavy stack towards B based on the initial kill, and Heroic are taking space. Testez will soon find out from long that no one's home, and yet again, it's another empty bomb site that Heroic just walk into.
Yeah, you can't blame Mongols for not moving their stack. See if they can do anything with these USPs, but Heroic looking for their third. Should be more or less confirmed. That HE is pretty nice under jabbi. That's all it's going to be. So 3 rounds in a row now for Heroic, getting into the swing of things once they got all their guns out. Even with the threat of Cadian going down early there, they're able to recover very comfortably.
Very small micro things as well coming in for Heroic, like the understanding of there being just pistols in play after the first kill is dropped and you start to hear the USPs. You can just back on up and just group together and then execute as a unit, but you still send Testez out long on the extremity, just trying to gather information. So say the stack of the Mongols had rotated and Testez walks into that. It's not the end of the world. It's not a full-on commitment. Yes, it's another gun drop, but you can quickly just reposition to the other bomb site.
All right, you see it. jabbi, back 10 in hand, 7K in the bank. What's he cooking?
Well, potentially a faster play, right? That's normally what it is. And yeah,
there could be something else that would come and play there. No, it is just speed. Man's like Sonic. He's got his running boots on. Straight out through the pipe, looking to collect some rings, and he is charging on through. Look at the space he is taking. There's one. A second potential on the cards. Bartek spotted. jabbi's flying on over. Man's got wings and wheels. Cadian finds one as well, and a second too. This is blistering. Annihilation does get one back. That is something. This round, a little pace on it. 2 of these players are very low. But sjuush should be in a good position to deny Annihilation getting up to anything too crazy here. However, if he finds this kill, he's tempted. And sjuush comes on in, offers his head up. Annihilation, this is on.
They've already shown that they're more than happy to kind of go for these diffusers before. Smoke's gone in the right place. There's a hunt. Jabbi is all the way on A, so Cadian's just left alone, but the timer is ticked too far gone for Annihilation's liking, so instead he's looking to reset, and now this is where Jabbi's position is really potent. Trying to find anything on the way out, but again, it's just going to be another backstab, not with the shank, but instead with the M4.
Yeah, he's got enough money. I would have liked to have seen another knife. That would have been pretty cool. But that was a very nice round from Heroic. Just Jabbi's got the spawn, gets the Mac 10 out, goes in very fast. Mac 10's not meant to be that effective at rank, but you know, he makes it work. This kill is really lovely as well. Just flies through the air, collects another, showing you how to use that Mac 10. He was all over the map.
It also shows the experience as well for Heroic, because they understand that Mongols have just invested in, and they've been playing some very slow defaults, so it's the perfect round to bring up the change of pace. It's just an unbelievable amount of aggression in towards the bomb site. I've got an AWP and an M4 that have been purchased on the side of the Mongols, and yet again they've been very good at taking the space out towards water, but despite the positioning they still remain rooted. 4 players reinforcing B at the moment. Only a defender has just been neutralized. Heroic corrupt the A bomb site again.
Yeah, it feels like Heroic have a pretty good read on where these stacks are coming through. That's a nice kill from Stan as well. You can hear that M4 firing off, but yeah, they've got a really good read on when Mongols are going for these stacks. Contact on through, don't spot anyone. And when you're not really getting any contact and you're like halfway up bathroom to divider, you kind of know that A is going to be very lightly defended if anyone is here at all. So no reason not to continue to commit.
Hands off the keyboard for Jabbi, that's how comfortable it feels. Cadian jumps down in, make sure he's okay. sjuush, deals with Annihilation and the follow-up. Yet again, another hunt yields success for Heroic. No weapons for the Mongols brought on over.
Yeah, a little painful. You can kind of see if they kept one of those rifles, or the AWP specifically, they'd be feeling very comfortable into this next round, but they'll still likely invest. I mean, they've got enough for everyone to get something out. Looks like a little techie coming through. Hopefully not something that lasts too long. At least the rounds are fast when they come through.
Yeah, that's also 5 rounds in a row for Heroic. They have stopped the momentum that the Mongols were providing. And as soon as Cadian equips himself with an AWP, he's able to just really bring down the pain. And now the snowball effect of Heroic is really starting to come into fruition. And that is a really worrying sign for the Mongols. 5 rounds already acquired on the T side. It's pretty dangerous. You normally look towards 6 being quite effective. Kind of bears familiarities towards Nuke in that regard. We have seen a lot of T sides already start to develop ever since the player break. I know that was a little bit ago at the start of the year, but towards the back end of 2022, this map was heavily CT sided. But since then, refinement has really come into place. I think you see a lot of exploitation out towards long, a lot more, and the slower defaults are really yielding a lot more success for the attacking side.
Got a question for you. We had the capybara challenge.
Yeah.
Everyone loves capybara. Not going to ask you if you love capybaras. I know the answer to that one. But one of the questions posed there to Cadian was whether, it's better IGL than Glaive. What do you reckon?
Look, I mean, you can approach this in 2 different kind of angles in which
two different
Cadian did.
Philosophical approaches to the question.
Well, no, but it's like, look, you could take a look at the recency bias, and Heroic are a higher ranked team than Astralis right now, so therefore you can say factually, at this present moment, Cadian is a better IGL than Glaive, but come on, you got to look at the legacy and the tenure that peak Astralis era had. mean, they won 4 majors, for goodness sake. I think it's unfair to kind of say that Cadian, with his longevity, is a better IGL than Glaive. There's not much more that can really be said. I think Glaive achieved so much in his career and is still trying to do so as well. I mean, Astralis has made that change today. Zip has decided that he wants to help out the academy boys, so he's now swapped with Altex, who's been an incredible performer on Astralis talent as of late, and they've been rising through the rankings and making very deep runs in online tournaments, and I think that the call-up was pretty well warranted. I'm excited to see what Altex can provide on that Astralis side.
That was a very political answer. I feel like I didn't get a straight yes or no there, but fair enough. Cadian, no majors. Glaive, multiple majors.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be an interesting project to watch. Astralis now. Obviously, they're very disappointed. They didn't make it through to the major. Kind of felt like maybe they were getting into the right space to kind of start to break through into some of those, bigger competitions with deeper runs, particularly with Blame F and Device looking really good. Buzz coming in as kind of this third piece that's really been performing well in a few key events, but a little bit more time potentially needed, and well, particularly with a new player coming through with what it looks like. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of rosters, we can take a kind of look into towards the A stream. Focusing back on IEM Rio a little bit. Cloud9 was a little bit shaky on Mirage, but they were able to close out the map, so they've taken the lead in the series 1-0. Over on the A stream right now, it is 9-7. They're also playing on Overpass, and that's in favor of Cloud9.
Yeah, it looks like a very streaky game there. 6-0 start, but clawing back into it have been OG. That's a very close one there. I feel like if you're Cloud9, you do not want to get sent to the lower bracket, right? You kind of look at what's waiting for you in the lower bracket. You have to go up against Fnatic and then the winner of FaZe Vitality. Like, that is... These guys have had some tough runs lately. I feel like you just want to win this one so that you can take on Furia tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. And look, we've just been told that it's going to be a little bit longer before this game gets live and underway, guys. We can only apologize for that. So instead, we're going to throw it to a pause. You don't have to hear us waffling, but when we come back, it's going to be the conclusion to the first half between Heroic and the Mongols on Overpass.
Well, apologies for the delay, folks. It was a bit unfortunate, but Jabbi isn't feeling unwell, so won't be continuing in the server. Instead, we have a guest joining. It is going to be Exist, the coach of Heroic, stepping in, and that's kind of exciting, Brandon. This is the first official that Exist has played since 2020. So, yeah, we're in for a pretty exciting affair, I think.
Yeah, we definitely are. Let's see what he can provide. We are still continuing in the game. Heroic still in the lead, 5 rounds to 4. Enough money for the Mongols and Heroic to both invest into this one. Let's get back into the action.
All right. An Exist masterclass incoming. We can all feel it. We all know it. Rolling back the years. Should you get the extra insight, right, of your coach in the server? That's kind of interesting dynamic, right? Or is it too many cooks? We'll find out.
Yeah, yet again, Mongols taking control out towards B. Deep nades and Annihilation. Scoped up, doesn't quite land the shot. Now Heroic start to accelerate a little bit after hearing the AWP shot ring out. They just want to head straight in towards A. Yet again, one player out long for the Mongols. Can he hold on alongside bLitz?
Just a cool little one-way. He's using it at the moment. They've got Exist playing a lurk role, which I like. That makes sense, given that it's such a tight unit of a team. hasteka is able to catch off one. And Exist might be about to get his first frag. No, hasteka denies. Slings on through. And this one's falling short. Down falls. Techno catches out Tessa's unawares. Bomb drops down with such little HP. No hope in the round. It's a flawless one for the Mongols.
Yeah, really good from the Mongols. Bounce back. They get a flawless round as well. All the kills coming in from every single one of their players. Now for Heroic, there is still enough money left in the bank to bring out the guns.
Yeah, I think
we are level.
Is bugged on the HUD in terms of his money.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been match medic with Jabbi's money.
Yes.
It's all good. All AKs rocking, raring to go. Cadian, of course, with the AW. And this time it's Heroic taking space out towards short. Exist onto hasteka. And Exist will secure it. They're now 1-1.
All right, it's this first frag in an official in 3 years. You saw it here first, folks. How many more will he find? We'll find out. Stan has gotten very close in towards Monster. Actually, goes back to pass over some utility. Monster Smoke comes on in. Stan has made his position known. Oh my god, what? That's unbelievable. It's a single tap. He's fully blind, throwing it as a parting goodbye. And well, it's a bye-bye in the server for Bartak.
Yeah, that's sickening. Devastating for the Mongols, but elation for Heroic as they turn their attention up towards A. And Mongols, they can hear all the audio. They want nothing more to do with this. They don't want to throw away their weapons as they have done in previous rounds. Instead, looking to hold on to 2 rifles and an AWP.
Well, it's a bit of a fun round. Just getting really close over towards B, waiting for the Mongols' aggression rewarded with 1 kill, and then Stan just prodding. It's the most unbelievable shot you'll ever see. Will they allow this save? Annihilation able to get 1, but they are quickly hunting. He has a good read on this. Able to adjust for a second. Exist comes on through. Nice clean kill. Collects another as well. It's a triple kill in the round for Exist. Might even find a 4th, potentially. bLitz is being hounded, and well, bLitz holds with a nice triple.
Yeah, nice little spray transfer from bLitz. Picks up the AWP, could drop that over to Annihilation. It all starts with this kill. Exist taking space out towards short. And then Heroic is just a quick one up towards A. That is so gross.
What?
Down. And yeah, yet again, it's the pack mentality from Heroic. They're trying to deny every single opportunity for the Mongols, who will use their first tactical timeout in this second map.
Exist, the impact player. Things that you love to see. Mongols take their first attack, and, well, I would too after getting rattled like that by Exist. Heroic have been so good at just hounding them down once they've got the round secured, just denying anything being held over. Done it constantly now. It feels like after that blip in that prior round, we might be back to regular scheduled programming.
Could be. Been enjoying seeing the Mongols getting aggressive and proactive though on the CT side. Nades dropped in. Doesn't do a single point of damage though to Cadian and the rest of the members of Heroic. Hasteka now going blow for blow with Exist through the smoke. Again, the pacing of these rounds are quite slow and deliberate from Heroic. Setting down utility early, leading with it, and taking spacing towards Connector. It's always a pincer maneuver from these guys.
Flash over to set up the peek in towards short. Gonna take that control. Sjuush making his way through. Good spam damage, but Down responds in kind. Now the flash play. There is a double setup here over towards Monster, which is going to be potent. Exist though, activates. Not quite able to connect that kill, but Sjuush comes on through. Bartek trying to escape, and Sjuush makes sure that he cannot. That bomb gets on planted. Annihilation does arrive with the AWP. No smoke at the moment. Well, that's all because KDN wanted to take the fight anyway. Techno might just want to grab that AWP and get out of there. He's actually already worried about a hunt, and well, he has every reason to be. Heroic just do not want anyone on Mongols to ever feel comfortable, to ever feel like they're safe. There's always a Heroic member in the walls, watching you sleep, coming for you in the night. Like the sleep paralysis demon that haunts all of us.
Yeah, they're bullying them right now. It's quite cool, the execute on towards Monster as well. It's a second flashbang being thrown over. Not in from short, but from Monster. The nose flash that deals with this second player perfectly. Bartek is fully blind, doesn't know which way is up. And from there, all the cogs of Heroic start turning. Mechanism working as intended. Off the Mongols, they just get blocked on each other a little bit there. Out of spawn.
Alright, well, so these M4s can get up to. Oh, maybe it'll be the Deagle. Techno 4K. He is in connect up, and he has a lot of opponents coming his way. All of Heroic moving over towards A. Team that loves to move as a unit, as we're seeing right here on display. And again, it's against one of these kind of half buys where Heroic are making the read that Mongols like to stack towards B. Oh, that's a nice shot with Deagle. This does get the immediate trade. But yeah, they have a good read on how Mongols like to play these sort of rounds, and they go for immediate kind of contact plays out towards A. It's fast, it's pacey. Annihilation, can't get anything done here. Dinked on through the edge, has to fall on back. Tessus deals with him. Bartek did find Exist, so it's made it a little bit more uncomfortable here. 3v3, that bomb is going to be tapped, but not planted yet. Try and deal with hasteka, and they are able to find him. And in fact, that might just be the pathway down to B.
Yeah, that's clever. You deal with the rotates, and then you just go through the spawn itself. Good understanding of where the players on the Mongols are. There's typically always two players out towards long on the CT side, but also Bartek revealed himself with the kill on towards Exist. So bomb planted on B instead. Mongols having a little bit of a look in. It's a very slow rotate down, no defuse kits, and Bartek, I feel like with this spam, it's an indication of the true intent, just to save and hold on. Will they be allowed it? Potentially this time. It looks like that can be the case at the moment. There isn't too many players up for Heroic in comparison to the Mongols, so there isn't extra resources to really throw at them.
Yeah, you know, if they've got a few more alive, they're definitely going for that. Bartek might still meet his maker here if he overextends, but he's just going to hold on through. Heroic aren't going to step over their mark either. But now that's 8 on the board for Heroic. They've won out the half on this T side, looking very convincingly while they do it. It was a 4-0 start if you cast your minds back before that long extended pause. Heroic have really been in cruise control since then, since they got that first full rifle round out of way. Been very comfortable on their map pick.
Again, it's a very familiar default we're seeing out of the Mongols blitz. Does jump and sees a lot of players. Utility raining over. Heroic, are they going to make a move? Not immediately, just establishing authority and control towards the waters. There are 3 players here on the bomb site for the Mongols. Limited utility. They haven't actually felt intimidated enough to drop some of their smokes, and I like this positioning from Techno, starting to take a little bit of control back in towards Divider. But the Mongols still feel a little bit unsettled. And off the back of the initial loud approach from Heroic, where it has fallen a little bit silent, the rotation starts to scramble just a little bit.
Yeah, you never really want to be having 3 players on A when you don't have information. You kind of feel like you need to be getting something from this, or be having the perfect read that the hit's about to come. But instead, they're just happy to hold this 3A setup. That's going to make it really tricky. Very passive on B. It's playing retake. They got to play it back in towards Graffiti. One playing towards the water ramp. And hit comes on through.
Oh, team flash, Bartak can't adjust on the angle, so maybe bLitz takes the first contact instead. He does combine with Bartak. Cadian strikes though with 2. Huge impact on the AWP. bLitz in the shallows, in the depths with 2 of his own. And that throws Tesses into the clutch on a swivel, trying to fight back Annihilation. Swaps to a different gun, 10 seconds, bomb. Needs to be picked up and will, but time's really not on his side. Techno will get him on the fullback, and that's Mongols with a 6th.
Yeah, another few seconds there for Tesses, and he could have repositioned a bit more carefully. Took his time there, but had to just commit to the jump across just so he could get to safety to get that bomb down. Bit unfortunate for him there, but a valiant effort in the clutch. bLitz really did it all there, though. Able to get that multi-kill, dropping down with that bomb, and then switching on to Cadian as well, who was posted up on the angle. Great round from Mongols. This is back into 2 between the 2. And the last round of the half commences.
This time the utility does land quite cleanly. Tesses takes a chunk.
Yeah. Grenade in the playground. Connects. Both him and Exist feeling a little wounded. Need some paracetamol. And they're ringing in their ears. Annihilation. Cheeky little slither angle here, but Tesses spots him out. Oh, okay. Tesses won't be happy with that one. Annihilation catches him on the swing, but he was holding, I guess, specifically for that angle, but it felt like Tesses had him dead to rights.
That's going to force the play in. Bartak, finishes his job on to Exist and also finds sjuush and drops a well-crafted smoke to allow bLitz to get involved as well. Cadian versus 5. Not out of the realms of possibility, but feels quite improbable. Techno will secure, and that is a very close half recovered by the Mongols.
Yeah, great recovery from the Mongols. They put it within 1, and with elimination on the line, they have a lot to do here against Heroic. Can they? We'll find out after the break.
resist thrown straight into the action here in the mid-round of the first half of Overpass. But the Mongols still made it close. 8 east-side rounds, though, is a lot to recover from if you are on the Mongols side. So let's see if they can do it. They need to win at this map to stay in the series and stay in the competition of IEM Rio.
Yeah, elimination on the line. The winner will be going on to versus NIP in that lower bracket final. Sjuush with the dual Berettas in the power position as Mongols are grouped up at the moment with that bomb outside of Monster. They're waiting to see what bLitz can work. He is going over towards long at the moment, checking out what's happening over there. Not a lot he is finding. Nobody home. Heroic, they aren't ones to sit around. They go for a bit of a flash play, see if anybody's home in short, but spot nobody either.
Yeah, patience is the name of the game for the Mongols as they just try and take space. They've got all the connector. They've also got the entirety of fountains, but they want to group up. They're going to head towards B now. Sjuush on the dual Berettas. What can he find with this? He's going to have to move so perfectly with Testes to try and combat these forces. Shadow spotted, and well, Testes doesn't need any help, but Sjuush can't find anything else. So the bomb site has been compromised. Bomb goes down. Hasteka was down as well. That's huge.
Bomb has been planted.
2v3 now. Exists. Peering on over. Not gonna spot anything yet. How's that smoke? Cadian was spotted before going down the connector. Starts to walk on through. Looks for the fight onto bLitz. Can't quite connect. And time is getting out of hand here. hasteka finds Exist. Cadian desperate, can't find anything. Nice shot onto bLitz. That's all it's going to be for Cadian. Has to run on away. Mongols get the pistol.
The Mongols have got every single pistol around this series. A real weakness for Heroic. Really been struggling on it. And it was a very simple play.
Terrorists win.
Just the contact out towards B. And Testes, whilst he does find two, his counterpart in Sjuush makes it really difficult to just keep hold of the site. And from there, Heroic just all starts to crumble. That's a fantastic shot from hasteka.
Yeah, really stepping up player that obviously coming in to replace Score. And looking pretty good on this map. Heroic's opting for the full eco here. If, well, not quite a full eco. They've thrown out the incendiary. That's purely to bait out that they have invested into this. Everyone else is pretty chill except for Cadian, who did buy armor and a pistol. That's kind of crazy. The decoy incendiary to feign that you've fully bought.
Yeah, because if you've invested in here, Mongols will assume that you're playing more of a default heavy setup. So the last thing you anticipate is maybe a gamble stack onto one of the bomb sites. But they're being diligent. They're hunting in pairs as well, trying to clear out every nook and cranny of connector with success because it's absent. Heroic now repositioned. Started on B. Now they want to work up to A.
Yeah, not uncommon to see Heroic go for these sort of rotations. Exist is stuck around, spotting out a bit of info. It looks like it might be the right read.
Yeah,
Mongols are going to be grouping up.
He jumped in different places as well to kind of bait out that there was multiple people there, and it has worked.
Time also starts to tick on down. You walk into a stack and it gets very chaotic. Execute smokes come on through. Now the hit comes on in. Bartek up at the front with the Galil. Annihilation as well. Going to be taking point on this attack. Everyone here for Heroic. 25 seconds. The flames come over the top. They start to swing on through and they start to peek with the pistols and get very little done. Down does find one, but he is out of ammo and out of life. It's going to be Mongols converting.
Yeah, well played by the Mongols. Despite the time constraints, they made sure to Molotov out the truck. They flashed themselves in, and they ensure that Heroic can't all peak as one. And they did really well to kind of manage expectations and pick and choose their poison into which player to target first. Quite nice. Now we see Heroic. Obviously, that was the full eco. They have brought out the M4s. They're lacking a little bit of utility here or there, but they're trying to compensate that with the push. Down deals with Techno.
Yeah, it's great. Just going for the early aggression. You get the open up. No, that smoke has to come through to extinguish the flames, and that gives you that kind of immediate advantage on the fight when you go for those aggressive plays out towards Fountain. It's going to be blocking the T's vision somewhat until they reposition. Inherent advantage built into this map for the CTs. Now they're remaining active. Boost coming through. Cadian, ooh, just about misses hasteka. Just managed to walk up into short. Everyone from Heroic was here as well, by the way, just to support this play. Now they start to move on back, having not spotted anything in short. And also with this push.
It's such misinformation. Exist needs to try and gut out this corner. And hasteka, it looks like he's so aware that this could be a possibility. Very common on the CT side to push Monster, especially with a couple of players. So whilst Heroic primarily have got their pieces in the right positions, oh, it all comes down to this timing.
Yeah, this is kind of a real common spot just to sit on the CT side. Like, if you manage to get this control, you think short's free, why would you go back to clear? You can just sit here, you have the information if they decide to come on through. It might not work out. Another boost in play. Cadian up above the sign. A good angle. Just removes the first target, but look at Annihilation. He just walks on through, takes them both, drops the Tiki pole, and Exist activates though. That bomb rolls all the way down into his grasp. So Annihilation's damage, well, let's see if they can even find anything. It's the round's won off the back of that. The time is not here. hasteka chilling in B the whole time, gets nothing done either. The very end does find a kill, but that's all.
That's wild how the misinformation was spread to the Mongols because they just simply didn't see Exist. Because hasteka's like, guys, I've got B. The stack, it's at A. Annihilation, you've dealt with it, but it's fine. Just come on down. The bomb site's completely empty. You're never expecting that player in connector. And it's the bomb denial that wins the whole round.
The door had to be opened. It was closed. I feel like we didn't quite see it, but surely we should have had that cue. Oh well. Unfortunately, that one doesn't work out for the Mongols. Beaten by the clock and by Exist. Outplaying them. By pure chance, but that's still an outplay. It's pretty wild. Heroic have got 5 over B early. And Mongols are going for a bit of speed up towards A. So Heroic better get their skates on and get back to the site soon.
Yeah, it always be Heroic gamble stacking with 4. However, this time and the previous has been 5. Smoke's dropped in, but don't come at the right opportunity. Bartek taking so much space already. Because there's just no one here. That's the round basically done and dusted.
Oh, ow. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. Stan just wanted to get the weapon out of their grasp. A random shot through the wall takes him down. And this is kind of the double-edged sword of Heroic style. It kind of relies on certain things being met, certain rules. You're not really expecting to start a fast contact A play on the T side if you're Heroic there. Kind of hoping that it's kind of a regular default where you'll get an early warning signal that something's coming A at the least, and you can get those pieces back a little bit sooner. Yeah, it's kind of wild they have 5 start there early.
Yeah, especially considering, I guess, in the previous round, they got really aggressive out towards the fountain, so maybe they thought the Mongols would be a little bit more hesitant. But regardless, that was an awesome round. It's 2 kills that define it. We get to see the Techno wallbang now come in as well.
That's unreasonable.
Yeah, you hate to see it if you're down, but I guess he didn't see it come in either way. Double digits found first by the T side. Heroic reduced to not the best buy in the world. It's 1 M4, 1 MP9, and the rest have just got upgraded pistols.
Yeah, to be fair, I feel like that sound shot is kind of like a taste of his own medicine from that shot earlier in the half, and the other half when they play at barrels. 1 BS shot for another. All right, sjuush pushed very deep. He's the one with the M4. So his information comes at the price of him not being in the action, but Exist is doubled up. And now sjuush is here, but Bartek hears him coming. A little bit too noisy on the flank. With hasteka so low, this is a very difficult round for Mongols, despite the weaponry advantage.
Someone turned out the lights as well. Look at the player cams.
Whoops. Guys, we're still playing. I know it's late, but Maybe this is intentional. It's like, see, Shiro plays with like the backwards seat. People have their own preferences. Mongols, they're midnight gamers. They like having the lights up.
Cadian, oh, he's in such a good position here. They overlook him. Hasteka quite low as well, and Exist is just walking up the connector. Cadian can just still continues to be a nuisance, and Exist capitalizes on the low HP. bLitz will get a bomb plant, but that's probably the only thing he can really achieve in this round. Looks to take up after planting into his connector. Can't quite connect onto Exist, and now the rotations are all starting to settle in for Heroic.
Yeah, you need to find that first kill just to give a bit of space to work with. But I like this reposition. Hard to spot, and that's a nice first kill. The transfer doesn't quite connect, and it's a quad kill in the round for Exist. A huge amount of impact here for the stand-in, the coach for the squad, and a legendary player in his own right.
Yeah, but bomb plant means that the Mongols can still invest. Annihilation could be dropped to AWP as well. Hasteka could afford that purchase, but we get to see this again. Huge from Exist. The fact he takes connector and then comes up off the back of Cadian's contact, it's just everything just slots into place, and this one at the end is a nice little bonus.
Yeah, I imagine we're taking a tech here because the lights are out.
Yeah.
Someone needs to plug those back in. Hit the switch. Well, update on the A stream is that Cloud9 were able to take down OG. It was a 2-0, but both games went the full 30 rounds.
That's pretty impressive. I'm really impressed with Nico's IGL-ing. That was always a question mark and a conversation piece for OG, how they'd thrive in the environment without Nexa. But the fact that they've obviously beaten Vitality and brought Cloud9 close, it only bodes well for their side. Focusing back on this one, though, as mentioned, Mongols, enough money to rebuy. Annihilation will be given that AWP as well. Bartak, spam. Goes both ways with Stown, but no bullets connected from either side. Oh, still, that looked dead on, but it's not.
Very proactive with their utility. Bit of a spam there, just a little bit of damage into Bartek, that's all. 10-10. Overpass looking surprisingly competitive considering how it went for Mongols against Imperial. Might be about to see a brawl in towards the bathrooms. Cadian set up with Testis, a common rifle or play. Let's see what it nets for them.
Good adjustment as well, having Stown here, but he has fallen back. Cadian still activates. And the rifle not yet revealed, but take a look at Long, because that's where the Mongols have decided to execute in anyway. Cadian, all his attention delegated to it. Stown could even take first contact on the rifle. And a toilets play, that could be a late round move.
Yeah, everything here is working out. Testis gets that kill as well. Stown set up for one. bLitz does trade immediately. And I think Mongols have called it off. They're saving. They're going to hold on to the AWP and the AK. So a little bit sad for them. And I don't know if they're even going to be allowed to hold on to it. Because we know Heroic, they like to hunt. bLitz hiding behind the tree is able to get one. And now he's just ducking his head on down, hoping he doesn't go down. And thankfully does not. Heroic back in the lead.
Yeah, really good adjustment from Heroic, because the space has always been out towards toilets and Long, where Heroic had been making a lot of these gambly plays over towards the B-bomb site. Mongols has found a lot of free control that they would assume would be otherwise contested. However, this round you've got the layer in. Speaking of layer in, we've actually got a quad boost coming in. Annihilation does fall off, though.
Oh.
It's good to... Yeah, it's good to have Stown in Long, though, because it just makes sure that that toilet setup is secure, and then you can see how proactive it is, because Testis finds two. And even the opener into this one, sjuush doesn't even see his opponent. 5 versus 3, it's looking a little bit rough for the Mongols.
Yeah. Yeah. The lights. They decided to play on, if you're wondering. We had that pause temporarily. They had a bit of chatter, and as we've got a squad of true gamers in the server on both sides, they want to keep the action going. They're used to being powered purely by RGB. That will continue.
Good space being taken by Tessa and Connector again. It just allows for this stack, and all the kills are coming through the smoke. Bartak scavenges an AWP. He'd love to bring that forward, but we're talking about Tessa's positioning. He's right here. Bartak, though, does anticipate it. With 40 seconds left in the round, it's going to be a long old save.
Yeah, if he's allowed it. Does look like Stan is on the prowl. A panther in the night. Oh. Drops on down. Spotted out in the AWP. Calls in the support. Exists now coming on through. Bartek misses the shot. Goes on down. And loses the AWP.
Yeah, they've been completely merciless, Heroic. Even on Inferno. And again, we've already spoken about it, but just the limitations that the Mongols have to work with. I feel like the Mongols were doing really well, despite all of this. The fact that they're able to secure the pistols and then build up a base layer of rounds to give them something to work with, it's been really impressive. However, this buy, they've got to get a lot out of very little. You've got flashbangs, but you have 2 smokes, and that's really going to drive your execute home if you're the Mongols, and there's limited utility. Down can be quite comfortable in connector, can hear presence, and just will get out of there.
Gonna need to go for an advantage. bLitz is going to be leading with the MAC-10. Try and get up in their grills. Tess is ready for him to swing on out. Flashbang over, but nothing behind it. And the ramifications of not saving that AWP means Annihilation is putting a Death Eagle. And it does look like Mongols are interested in B once again. Didn't work out well for them last time. They didn't have the best weaponry to work with. This time around, they have this full setup. And bLitz can lead the charge if he wants to with that MAC-10. Cadian's on a mission. He's gotten very deep into the playgrounds. Now comes the hit. Down in a powerful position. Doubles up. sjuush gets one as well. And they have fallen before they can get any purchase into this round. He just swings on out, drops the bomb, and bLitz with the MAC-10, the only remaining player, exists. Not quite there to take him down, because it's Cadian on that full flank. That drops him.
Yeah, of course it's Cadian on the flank with the AWP. That's just a very conventional thing to do, but it has been a style of play that Heroic have been implementing a lot in this second half, and that's what's enabled them to always have the right read on towards the bomb sites. Tactical timeout now coming in for the Mongols, probably to discuss whether they want to buy or save. No stranger to a forced investment, but they are kind of running out of opportunities here. Heroic just need 3 to prevail and eliminate the Mongols from IEM Rio.
Yeah, elimination is on the line here. Mongols already have done that to Imperial. Now it looks like turns have tabled.
Oh, I do decide to dip in here,
Okay.
which means that if they lose this, they'll be playing up against Series Point in their next gun round, which is
It's a straight up B hit.
quite scary. But yeah, you're right. It's acceleration. That's the name of the game. And for Heroic, yet again, they've got pieces in the right places, exist. Can take the first point of contact. sjuush drops the smoke. In actual fact, it's sjuush trying to bait exist in 1-for-1. Bartak doubles up.
Yeah, 2 more players here though. One falls. Now Tessus, he swings around the corner and a good timing finds another. Annihilation, just trying to get out of that. bLitz is already on his way up towards A 2 versus 2. And Mongols are taking space. Look at bLitz going all the way around towards long. This has split him up a lot. Cadian comes back over. Ooh, scopes on in. He's heard him. Can't quite hit the shot, but he gets the information. At least gets to stay alive, and bLitz runs away. This guy is racking up steps. Annihilation. Now his turn to come on through. A lovely shot onto Tessus. They know where Cadian is, so as the bomb goes down, this looks good for Mongols.
Oh, playing very safe as well. Annihilation drops the smoke and now can move safely in towards waters. bLitz has reconvened a rendezvous on B for the Mongols. Cadian still willing to give this a look in. There's so much money for Heroic, and he finds Annihilation. Kit available on site. He's got one on his back anyway. Upgrades to the AK, but time is a factor. Tries to bait out bLitz and can't defuse the bomb, but he will at least secure the kill.
Can't run away either, and he accepts that fate. Good amount of damage done there, at least, from Cadian at the very end. He thought for a second maybe he had an opportunity to pull that one off. That was with this hit, just not quite working out for Mongols early. Tessus does a lot of damage here, but then decides to play it safe, and Mongols are able to reset. It's actually unbelievable that bLitz is able to get all the way up towards the long, get peeked up by Cadian, and then back all the way down towards the site while Annihilation takes that contact. So a little bit of a crazy round. Almost comes through.
Yeah, it's those risks that they need to be taken here. The misdirection pays off. Stout. Aggressive towards Party and Cadian. Too many to pick from. Annihilation makes the decision easier for him. Has to watch on from the grave. Tess says, now looking to step in with Stout towards Fountain. sjuush just trying to find control towards water, but hasteka has his number. This looks so much better for the Mongols, and Annihilation will find Tesses.
Yeah, the trade is there, but now you know that B is open. Exist is the only one here. This has to be something special. Gets the first kill, and it's pretty clean. That's given time now for Stan to make his way on over. Oh, Exist is looking for another. Finally back the gears, a huge double kill. This round is now on. Stan coming on through. Drops that HE forward. Doesn't actually quite do any damage there. Now between the two of them, oh my god, it's Exist again. His third kill in the round. Doing everything now for Heroic. Standing in their moment of need and stepping up when required. Techno in the 1 versus 2. Here's them coming on through, gets the first fight, and it has to be Exist. Has to find the last, but Techno takes him down.
Yeah, really well played by Techno. How's your bottle? When he stands and he delivers, he makes sure that he doesn't move, has so much belief. We can hear Exist running about, and he knows that the connector door opened as well, but that was really well played by Exist. The major winner now on Heroic's side. Looks like he never left.
He's on 14 kills. That's kind of wild, considering he wasn't here for the first, 10 rounds? Cadian boosted up. Eyes off the shot. Timing shot doesn't quite connect. This is the force from Heroic. It's a little scary for them here. hasteka's tucked on in. Oh, they're going to clear him. He's looking the wrong way. They've walked right past. Both of them have hasteka. He's got a kill delivered on a plate. Exist at least gets the trade. Oh, nobody checked the corner. It would have been free. He was looking the other way.
That's wild. How do these timings keep on happening? Seen a few of them in the series already. Mongols looking to get back-to-back successes on B. Smoke comes down at an opportune moment, but they're just going to walk right through it. They don't care.
Yeah, and if you're Heroic, you're forced into this round. If you don't get a kill immediately on Stan, kind of got to write this one off.
Or do you? Who's coming in over the top? Not sure if that's been heard by the Mongols. Annihilation, certainly not privy to it, but there's a good trade. Techno secures in the 3 versus 3. This big kill comes in on Testes versus bLitz. Mac 10 actually prevails, forces Heroic back. It has to now be the call off, waving the white flag. The Mongols are going to level up the scoreline, 13 rounds each.
Yes, unbelievable for the Mongols, fighting their way back into this. And I'm not even sure if you can make the argument that obviously the stand-in doesn't help the situation. You'd much rather have jabbi in the server, but I mean, Exist is actually delivering all right here. Was that gun barrel spotted? Surely. Surely this is seen that. It's like right there. Yeah, okay, now he's seen it. Okay, gets himself a kill.
The gun went off the map. He couldn't pick it up. Has to stay on the Mac 10. All right, Mongols. I'm interested. 3 rounds for both teams. And for Heroic, they've got saved rifles and they're not going to invest too much behind it. 2,900 is the loss bonus, so they're leveling out at around about 2,000 a player. And yet again, it's this B commitment that we're seeing round after round, providing success after success. It's fast, and Cadian, he's in the wrong position because they're barreling out Monster.
Yeah, they've walked on through. Sjuush is here, but he's only got the 5-7. Spots out one. Cadian domed by Annihilation. Running through the smoke. Sjuush has no chance. Exist is still here. It's P250 in his hands. Tessus in the back lines has found one. That's going to cause some concern, but bomb goes down. And not in reach either. Exist wanted to try and pick that one up, but Annihilation has already nicked it. So the Mongols, they're going to take the lead.
They're looking so good. The fast plays are really working out. They're catching off Heroic. And it's just brute force from the Mongols, and it has been working. And Heroic now need to go back to the drawing board, maybe take a timeout. I don't think they've actually taken one since Exist has joined as that 5th man. So it'd be good to see them take 30 seconds, try and compose themselves, because right now it's looking a little bit bleak. It's Mongols on a very dominating consecutive number of rounds.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because it's not like you can talk to the coach. Yeah, you can already talk to him. Yeah, not going to take that 30-second breather. We will have everything into this round, but Mongols now, they can almost touch it. That third map, Mirage, the decider. We saw how good Mongols looked on the T side against Na'Vi as well on that map, so Heroic would be terrified if it does go there, particularly with the stand-in situation.
Nades, oh, they're well placed. Exist, takes half. And sjuush is getting aggressive in towards connector, but Bartak, oh, he was holding for him, but just moves off the position. That's deep control established, and Mongols have got to be worried about the behind.
That could have gone either way. Sjuush is lucky he finds that kill. hasteka has dealt with Cadian, though. He just peeked into the site and found that one for free, just on the lurk, and take a look out towards long. Techno has walked all the way up. hasteka might be in trouble here. He does go down to Tessus. Techno is in a position to end the entire round. Heroic love a gamble, and they have taken everybody over towards B. Annihilation still sticking with the bomb at the moment over here. Let's get the flash on through. They're just trying to cause a bit of distraction. Hope that the rotate doesn't come through and that Techno can make this work.
It's all on to Exist, and this timing right here, because he might be able to... Oh no, Exist! It's a lazy clear. Techno has got Stown on a platter, and he now drops in towards the waters. Tessus has to fight forward, but bLitz knocks him down a peg or two. And he even follows up onto Exist as well. It's carnage, and it's chaos from Techno. And suddenly sjuush is thrown into the clutch. Good headshot on towards bLitz, but needs to find 2 more, otherwise Mongols will be up to map point. Working his way in towards the site, trying to creep on closer. That's devastated onto Annihilation, but it's Techno to open, and it's Techno to close.
15 now for Mongols. Map point secured on the pick of Heroic. That one is so unfortunate. The timing just not there for them. Exist doesn't spot the player in heaven. A second later, a second sooner. Might well have done it, but Techno walks on through. Pulls off a huge play. Heroic's backs are against the wall now. They've even got the secondary AWP out onto Stown.
Again, it's another one of these 4-player leans towards B early. And to be fair to Heroic, that's where Mongols have been ending the majority of the time. Cadian, large amount of responsibility on his shoulders. Exist, battered and bruised, but somehow makes it out alive.
Liz is just looking to contact. He's walking on through. He's found that it's a bit clear on one side. It's down with the AWP though. In a good position towards the pillar. hasteka's going to be edging on towards short as well. Tess is holding for it. hasteka not going to get away with it this time. Brought down incredibly low. He's able to remove Tessus. Overstep the mark. The headshot angle works out well for the AK.
Here we go again. Techno begins on this solo little adventure up towards long. And he starts walking at the perfect moment. Cadian has got no idea what hit him. Another back turn. Techno locking it in. And suddenly Heroic They're finding themselves in a really uncomfortable situation. 3 more kills will send us to that decider.
Flash play comes through. The 2 players are here. Down finds the first. Exists not even known about yet. And with 30 seconds left, they can't really afford to go anywhere. But with down falling, that's the cue to go on through. Exists tucked on in with the MP9. He is cleared. Annihilation taking no chances, and sjuush falls. Mongols take Overpass, and we go the distance.
Yeah, they find a light in the darkness, and suddenly things look a little bit scary for Heroic. Exist. Whilst he does come up with impactful kills, it's not enough to get them over the line, and we're going to need all 3